James Cameron.
Mark Fishbach.
This is episode 13, 14, or 15 of Retconnd podcast.
Or 15?
This is episode 13 or 14 of Retconnd podcast.
Welcome to Retconnd. We talk about movies every 2 weeks or whenever we feel like it.
Yep.
We're not geniuses. We're not experts. But we are smarter than you. So you should listen up because we might have something good to say. Or maybe not.
I actually am a genius and an expert.
Yeah. Liam went to school for this, even though he's wrong most of the time. And I didn't. And
I'm not an expert, but I might be a genius.
That's true. We have today Thomas Connor, often mentioned in previous episodes.
Sometimes censored.
Sometimes censoring his name.
Often not for positive means.
Yes, this was the man who, with the feet.
Oh yeah, you took your shoes off. You were barefoot for what did we see?
All of every movie.
Yeah.
My shoes aren't on.
I think it was Oba, maybe.
Was it Oba?
No, because you weren't sitting next to me for Oba.
No, you also probably
sit
would have
next
been
to
so
Forrest.
sad.
Was it for? No, it was for caught stealing.
Oh, it does sound like it could.
I remember Jordan was talking about it. When Jordan was on.
That's true.
Well, if you like talking about movies or listening to people talk about movies, follow along, like and subscribe. We talk about new releases all the time. Eventually, we might talk about old releases. Eventually, maybe. I know Liam's his eyes have been opened for Muppets, so we might have to do a Muppets episode.
Such a good.
I'm
I
a
wanna
recent
come back
Muppets
so bad.
Evangelist.
No, you've been evangelized.
I've been evangelized by the Muppets.
It's
Thanks to numbers.
You could evangelize right now.
People to do the Muppets?
Yeah. No, to watch the Muppets.
To watch the Muppets. The Muppets are awesome if you haven't watched them.
Now you're an evangelist.
I was like big on Dark Crystal when I was a kid. I really liked Dark Crystal, and my older brother Ben loved Dark Crystal, and we watched it like all the time. And then I watched like Labyrinth kind of recently, like last year. I know we've talked about Labyrinth before. That would be a really funny episode.
I love Labyrinth so much.
And then as I started watching movies, I pieced together who Jim Henson was. And then honestly, I don't even really think that I knew that he was the Muppets guy for real until I was talking to Numbers about it. And he came over and we watched. I don't even remember what we watched before the Muppets, but he really wanted to watch the Muppets, and I was like, I really just don't want to.
You don't watch like a kid's show, is what you felt like.
Yeah.
But Jim Henson is a genius.
He is a genius.
Speaking of Numbers, our producer Numbers is not here with us today. This was the only day in the next like 3 weeks that we could shoot. Only day and time. So here we are talking about Avatar, as well as the brand new hit film based off of the hit video game Iron Lung by Markiplier, Mark Fishbach.
Markiplier.
Yeah, we might say some things that might upset some people. But if you're not upset, or if you are upset, why don't you hit that little like button or that little subscribe button? We want to get 100 subscribers eventually. I know.
We want to get 100 subscribers this year, ideally.
Yeah, by the end of 2026, we'd like to have 100 subscribers. Eventually, we'd like to have a William subscribers.
Yeah.
But bit by bit.
subscribers.
I'll be taking roll of Numbers today.
Okay, yeah, we got the
Everyone
laptop.
Just remember that Numbers is inside of us all.
Right
we
now.
all have numbers inside us.
We don't have letters inside us, though. Our new producer, who we haven't hired yet, is going to be letters.
And maybe we'll get letters from people. Fan mail episode.
Yeah.
Jasher, send us something.
Real quick, I do have a little numbers corner that isn't the one that he sent you and me. He sent one just to me.
Oh, wow.
And you're not allowed to see it yet. So cut to numbers corner.
Yo, Numbers Corner. Avatar sucks.
And we're back.
Wait, which one did you just cut to?
The one
secret
that you
one?
weren't supposed to, that you haven't seen yet.
Man, I really wonder what it was at this point.
It's
in time.
it's gonna hurt your feelings.
Will it?
That's why he didn't want me to show you.
Is he taking Rachel McAdams from me?
No.
Okay.
No, we're not even doing that episode. This is not the episode.
Oh yeah,
that
we're not talking about that.
it was an Avatar related one.
Wow. Yeah. See, listen. This whole episode is gonna be everyone ganging up on me against Avatar.
Oh, Phil is here.
Philistine. What does that mean?
What is Philistine? Phil, hold
We're
on.
coming.
Whoa, careful.
Okay.
Do, 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 do. Mana. Do, 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 do. Mana. Do, 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 do. Hey, Phil. You're going to have to share a mic with Corndwag.
Hey.
That's okay.
I'd center it a little bit.
Well, don't forget your laptop.
Lamb top,
Lamb top.
lamb chop.
Welcome, Phil, friend of the show. He was on for Caught Stealing.
Episode 3.
Yeah.
Right.
Episode 3. Yeah. Wow.
Here we are.
Welcome.
10 or 11 episodes later,
Yeah.
and we have Mr. Phil. We just started recording, so you're
On time?
Yeah.
pretty on time.
Do you would you like headphones? Would that help you?
I think I can hear all of you fine.
Yeah, but you don't know, like that's not picking you up and you don't know that. You can't tell.
You guys will need to share Michael phone.
Yeah.
I missed you guys.
Aww.
That sounds nice.
That's good.
I've missed
Me
you
too,
in the 45 minutes that I haven't seen you.
Look forward to this.
Me too.
I think that maybe we should get Phil headphones.
Maybe.
I'm not doing any audio mastering here, so anything that they can't hear.
Self-mastering right now.
Yeah.
Get him some headphones. I'm gonna ask you boys some questions.
Oh.
Questions are good.
We've since our Wicked for Good episode, we've been asking our guests their 4 favorite movies. And Phil, why don't you? Actually, we'll kick it off with Thomas because you have the microphone right in front of you.
And headphones.
What are your 4 favorite movies? They don't necessarily have to be your Letterboxd 4 favorites. They could just be 4 movies that you're thinking of right now.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident about my 4 being from Letterboxd, and you're gonna hate it because 3 of them are animated.
Okay.
Number 1 is The Wild Robot.
Right.
Number 2 is the original Naked Gun.
Mm-hmm.
Number
Good.
3 is Across the Spider-Verse,
Okay.
and then number 4 is Prince of Egypt.
Very nice. I like Prince of Egypt, and I like Spider-Verse,
I know it's so good.
and I think The Wild Robot is overrated.
Well, that hurts my feelings.
What was the second one? Oh, the original Naked Gun. That's a really good one.
I know it's so funny. I laugh every time.
Did you like the remake or the reboot
I
Naked
did.
Gun? I thought it was hilarious. I watched that one a couple weeks ago.
I don't think it's as funny as the original 3, but the best compliment I can give is that when I binge it, I'm gonna add that one.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. There's 3 original ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Phil, why don't you grab that microphone?
Why
don't you grab Michael's phone?
Let me just eat it.
Whoa.
I'm hungry.
What are your 4 favorite movies?
4 favorite movies. You're gonna hate at least one of these because it's a Wes Anderson movie. Grand Budapest Hotel.
Okay, but I like Grand Budapest Hotel.
Okay. Grand Budapest is just pretty, and it's sad, and it's fun.
Okay.
You know, great first date movie for any of you high schoolers.
Pretty colors
listening out
doesn't
there.
mean the movie's good, Phil.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
It's a little foreshadowing for the rest of the episode.
There's a lot of foreshadowing there. Apocalypse Now, the
Oh.
extended edition.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That one. And then,
The 9-hour edition.
yeah, long movies are great.
They are great, aren't they?
Yeah. They are so awesome, dude.
Aren't really long movies great?
Yeah, especially when they build towards something and have great just
Visual.
atmosphere.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
Full Metal Jacket, not
Full
as
Metal
long
Jacket's
as
awesome.
Apocalypse Now, but Full Metal Jacket is also just amazing. I think movies that make me think about why were we doing this or what are we doing here really stand out to me sometimes, especially when it's for good reasons. When it's for bad reasons, we have other things to talk about. And then last one, probably got to go Inglourious Bastards. I just got to be a white guy that likes action movies.
Yeah.
But good action movies,
War movies.
you know. But technically Grand Budapest Hotel is also a war movie. That's the funny part.
Yeah.
And they all set around like the same two conflicts.
That's funny.
I have a favorite movie update, actually.
Yes.
I'm not sure if it's quite in my Rushmore yet, but it is really pushing it. Hamnet is perfect.
Yeah.
Did you watch it twice?
No, not yet. I feel like I'm going to like it even more in my second watch, and it was already 5 bags.
Let me know when you watched it again, because I'd gladly cuddle with you the entire time.
Okay. This might be, I always buy one movie a year minimum. Like I've been on my movie purchasing grind these days.
Blu-ray or
Unfortunately
cloud?
digital, but I'm just gonna burn it. If I own it, I can burn it, right? Isn't that allowed?
I don't know, but I mean, as long as the FBI doesn't find out, it's okay.
Yeah, as long as we
Would
don't
you
put
download a car?
this. Yes, I would.
You're damn right.
Does anyone care about crime anymore these days?
No, we are pro piracy. We've said that on the show. We are pro piracy, but not doing anything illegal. FBI, we're not into doing anything illegal, but streaming online is totally legal. So
As far as we know, we didn't look that up.
we didn't numbers.
Can
Are you listening?
you pirate movies legally?
I'm not going to share what service I,
I don't
use
know.
publicly.
I read a article on The Athletic a couple months ago that was describing the sports streaming online epidemic, and it really kind of actually turned the tables on my head. I actually was like, yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
Sports streaming is a little different, I think.
Sports streaming,
Downloading copyright movies,
streaming in general.
copyrighted movies without permission from unauthorized sources
But-
is a clear violation of federal
Yeah,
copyright law.
downloading it.
Distributing and uploading, and then it says
Not a lot.
streaming operates in a legal gray area.
Let's not do 2 conversations at once. I think that might be a little confusing.
But you're right, streaming is in a gray area. It is not typically considered an illegal act.
Well, real quick, and I want to hear what you guys were talking about too, but because I have no idea what you guys were talking about. But oh, okay. I learned recently. Y'all know Rocket Jump, Freddie Wong.
Yeah.
No.
You don't. Oh, you were not like a YouTube
Rocket
kid.
jump, no.
Video game high school.
No.
Yeah. So Freddie Wong just recently did a full feature film. I don't know if it went to theaters or anything. It's still kind of like in the YouTube scope of things, but it was for purchase. And he uploaded it himself, full, like 4K, full everything. And he uploaded it on torrent sites. And at the very beginning, it's like, "Yarg, you found the pirated copy." And it's really cool because his philosophy is that if someone wants to have the movie, they should be able to have the movie. And then if they feel like it's worth their money, then they can choose to buy it or not. And I think that's a really cool philosophy that, art should be to an extent free to enjoy to an extent. So I think it's cool. Yeah. What were you guys talking about?
I was asking him if he had any thoughts about streaming and piracy in general. Like I used to pirate all the time. I'll admit to that. Not anymore. Not anymore.
It's okay. You still can.
Nah, that's too much
It's
work.
not illegal. We just looked it up.
Well, that's streaming. Streaming is not illegal because you're not the person hosting the streaming is committing the act. You are just
Right.
seeing it,
Yeah.
It's like you're not really doing anything, but
Yeah.
it's crazy because a lot of those streaming services are actually just like illegal streaming services are fronts for mob activity and stuff.
Oh.
Like illegal, much worse illegal activity. So by tuning into them, you're in some cases supporting nefarious acts.
Oh, now that's interesting. That's a very good perspective.
Are we going to talk about Melania?
Dude, when I watched oh my gosh, what was the oh my gosh, why am I forgetting her name? Freaking the girl who we hated for a little bit. Oh my gosh, why am I forgetting her name? The actress who we hated with big boobs.
Sydney Sweeney?
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney. How did I forget her name? That's crazy.
I don't know.
When we watched her new movie, what was that?
Really
one?
performative of you to forget her name.
I know. Why am I forgetting everything?
But you remember that she had large breasts.
Yeah, because I saw an Onion article that was like, her new lingerie will go from awooga to hubba hubba. What was her new movie called? With
Housemaid?
Housemaid. Gosh, I'm forgetting everything.
It's too early.
There was I know.
It's 11.
Yeah, it's too early for us. There was a trailer for Melania, and the person behind me just goes, boo, and everyone started laughing. It was awesome. It's like one of those Reddit stories, and everyone cheered, but it actually happened for real. It was awesome.
I saw something on Instagram. Somebody was like scrolling through theaters in LA that had like a handful of tickets purchased for the Melania movie, but they were all the same seats for like 3 different show times. And people are like, are they just like farming tickets or something?
Someone on Craigslist was offering $50 for someone to go watch that movie. Not even with them, just to watch it.
I saw that.
Like, I'll give you $50 and a movie ticket to watch this movie.
Yo, rest in peace, Catherine O'Hara.
Real.
Just got to get that out of the way.
Just a moment of silence for that.
Dude, did you see that the Beatles picks dropped in movie news? This isn't really going to be news and whenever this drops.
Barry Keoghan, bro. I do not like Barry Keoghan.
I like Barry. He's such a little dweeb.
His last name really like grinds my ears.
Keoghan?
Like it's not like Saoirse Ronan. That's a beautiful name. Barry Keoghan. That is
Barry
that is
Keoghan.
a whole like
Keoghan. Keoghan
what
sounds
I'm
like
saying?
yogurt in a weird way.
and yogurt.
I'm just Keoghan.
Sorry to all you yogurt fans out there, but
No, I like yogurt.
I'm a texture eater, and oof, yikes,
You don't like yogurt?
dude.
The texture of yogurt scares you?
The texture of yogurt makes me want to vom, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like Barry Keoghan like smells like Greek yogurt.
Oh, absolutely.
It probably smells yummy.
And
I
that's what a
like Barry.
That's what a yogurt male would say.
I'm a yogurt male myself. I like yogurt.
I love yogurt. I had yogurt yesterday.
Enjoyer. Yeah.
And I had yogurt the day before that.
Should we talk about Avatar?
We probably should, yeah.
Yeah, because we really don't have much time.
Yeah. Let's let's get into that. Let me hear from you guys all this. Why don't you guys just start shitting? Let's give a rundown of Avatar Fire Nash.
I feel like there's just not much to shit. There's not much shit to poop.
Because it's an incredible film. That's why.
Just explain to somebody who hasn't seen it.
Okay.
That would be me.
And I knew because I got here and I was like, wait. I was like, I don't even think Phil has seen it.
No, I haven't seen.
Phil hasn't seen any.
No, I've seen the first Avatar.
Phil watched the first Avatar when he was 7 years old, probably.
So none of us are gonna
And he
really
hates
have
it.
the only 2 people here who have credible opinions are gonna be Liam and Connor, because I didn't see the first 2.
Okay.
And Phil didn't see the one that we are actively talking about.
Or the one before.
Or the one before. And I want to believe that the first Avatar is really good. I wouldn't know. And I'm sure it's pretty good. A lot of people say it's good. Not even people who just like pretty colors, you know. But the third one, having not seen... Well, let me just synopsize. Well, actually, I can't because I don't know what happened the first 2.
Can I give a synopsis for the first movie?
We can't
That's the
synopsize
only-
every movie in the
It'll
trilogy.
take 2 seconds,
All right.
okay? I swear. All right.
It's going to be pretty colors. Watch.
Humans are running out of materials, so they find another planet with this material that they cannot obtain on Earth. And
What's
that
it
would be
called?
called unobtainium. And because it is on this planet, they start, mass murdering the inhabitants.
Classic.
But the inhabitants are really cool, tall, blue people that have sex with their tails. And we have found out a way to become them and, like Contra, MK Ultra our way into their society by becoming part of them. And then we do that. And then 2 of them stay that way forever because go blue people. And they defeat the humans to protect their unobtainium and their tree of life and their way of sex.
How do you have a third pair of glasses? Connor just
Wow.
whipped out a third pair of tiny little baby glasses.
I love that.
Did you want one?
I mean,
He's got some to
take a
spare.
Phil is taking off clothes and Thomas is just putting more on.
Thank you.
I feel left out. You got another one of those suckers in there? I'm sorry. Oh, I thought you were actually going to pull out a fourth pair.
You didn't think about it.
These are scary to me.
Yeah, that might poke your
Ow.
eyes out.
They do get close on the bridge, but I think that to people that have seen Avatar as many times as I have, because it was one of those movies on FX and sci-fi from like 2010 to 2015
Right.
that my dad would always have on, and I would be so confused as to why, because the same exact thing happened over and over and over again, which was this movie was cool in theaters maybe once, because it was pretty colors and action movie, except it was way too long and not fun to watch.
Wow. Okay. So that was your synopsis and opinion on the
Yes.
first one. Do you want to synopsize the third one?
I mean, how do you synopsize something so amazing?
You can do it in one word. Bad.
Incredible.
So the aftermath of the first two seemingly is that, like Phil already said, the humans went to the, what is it called again? Pandora. Yeah. And then, one of them's living there now, and then there's like a human kid there who everyone hates, and then he kissed Sigourney Weaver. And then, honestly, nothing really happens in this movie.
What do you mean nothing happens?
They just kind of are like running around and trying to fight this like weird nympho fire lady, and
She's so awesome.
she is pretty awesome. I'll give you that. There were moments in. Okay, actually, just finish synopsizing. I don't have anything else to say about it. That's like what happened.
They're just the humans. Well, really, the humans don't really care about Jake anymore.
Right.
Right, they don't really give a fart if what him and his family are doing, but Quaritch is like dead set on finding Jake Sully.
Yeah.
And his revenge against him. The humans really are just concerned with resources from the whales. I forget what the whale people are called. Those are awesome too. See, here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Well, one, your synopsis of Avatar 1 when you were talking about, I was like, God, that movie's so awesome. Like, even the way, even when you're explaining the movie and you're like, they need unobtainium. Dude, Einsteinium is a fucking element in real life. Like,
Yeah, named after Albert Einstein.
okay.
Dude.
And they're like, wait, let's call it Einsteinium. Like, that's also really stupid.
Yeah, and this one's named after something they can't obtain. So it's
Unobtainium.
It's
That's
the same
incredible.
logic.
Guys, it's like, what else do you want to call it? It's like you
This
can't
is a
obtain it.
movie. We paid millions of dollars
Williams.
to like 15 writers, and the best we could come up with was unobtainium. It's not.
It's one writer.
Einsteinium was
It's
created by
Cameron.
like
It's James Cameron.
scientists and researchers who are just like whatever. Yeah, James Cameron, amazing director, has directed 3 straight Garbo movies, dude.
But he hasn't. Like, he hasn't. And here's my thing because Phil, and I know you said you probably feel the same way, is you guys have this like, well, pretty colors doesn't mean the movie's good. Low key, it kind of does. Like, not in every single case, but like this movie is just like, everything that goes into making it is so outrageous to me that honestly, that is enough for me to really like the movie and just give it 5 stars, because there's just so much like craft that goes into it, and they do think a lot about like what they're doing and the logistics of everything.
Yeah.
Like the air people that like they're like the pirates, like they're dressed kind of warmer. I was watching like a video and they were talking about how everyone in the air has like very tightly braided hair. And what was it? They're like, a lot of their stuff is made not from wood because they like trees are sacred in Pandora. So like everything that you see has like a fibrous plant like woven texture to it because they utilize like the resources on Pandora. I just think that stuff is like really fucking cool. Like it's just like the environment and everything about like the world of Pandora is super fascinating to me. And I think the story is awesome. Like I genuinely like the story is just like fun. Like it's this family. I love seeing all the different cultures from it. I mean, like how can you like, I mean, obviously Dune is awesome. Okay. I'm not saying that Dune is written. It's definitely better written than Avatar, but there are similarities in like the escapism of like another world that you get to go to. And I like genuinely, I think it's absolutely fascinating the way that this movie looks. I genuinely cannot believe that this is not a real planet that they just went and filmed on. Like, I genuinely, like, even when they're like interacting with Spider, by the way, Spider, I kind of like Spider. I don't really get, I mean, I understand the Spider hate because people have hatred in their hearts. And they're evil people, and they get really. I think there's going to be like an an Anakin renaissance, but for Spider. I'm telling you, people were dogging on Anakin in the prequels, and especially the little boy Anakin, Jake Lloyd, forever and ever and ever. And then people that are like our age now that grew up on it are like, wait, no, Anakin's lit. And fucking Disney brought him back for Obi-Wan, and like, and now everyone loves Anakin, even though he's not that great in the movies. I think there's going to be something like that for Spider in the next few years. People are going to go back and be like, wait, Spider, like, there's something endearing about his performance.
Wow.
I've been going for too long.
Yeah, so it's a 3.6 average on Letterboxd.
Right. Yeah, we do this.
So what we're going to do, I think we kind of already know at this point, but we're going to put our thumbs out, and I'm going to count down, and then we're going to say and do either higher or lower, whether it's higher or lower than 3.6 in our minds. Okay, ready?
Okay.
And say it out loud. 3, 2, 1.
Higher.
Lower.
I abstain.
You fool.
Because I haven't seen the first two. It wouldn't be fair.
You can still rate the third movie. You
Fine,
watched it.
lower. Easy. Like,
Liam, to your point of the best part of Avatar is Pandora and the flora and fauna and creatures, there's one Avatar experience that makes the movies so awful, and it's going to Pandora at Animal Kingdom at Disney World.
Okay.
Where you just get to be at Pandora, and the ride Flight of Passage is just the only good parts of Avatar, which is like the super pretty visuals, the awesome creatures, diverse biomes, and then you go sit in a theater for 3 hours and watch Spider fail to act.
Dude, this movie could have been 7 hours, and I would have sat there the whole time. I would not have gotten up.
You could have done an hour and a half, and I know the hour and a half you could have cut out.
Yeah, but if you're spending like $400 million to make a movie, like honestly, like for what? Because it's fucking awesome, dude. He's been writing these movies for years. He has this entire world, and he has all of the money and resources to be able to produce a movie at such a high quality, because James Cameron is the GOAT at like high, like it's crazy. So like, why would you not make the movie super long and awesome?
Is the thesis of Avatar kind of like, let's protect the environment because the environment is pretty? Is that not like, let's boil it all the way down to a central idea? Is that not?
Well, it's not let's protect the environment because the environment is pretty.
Tell me what it is. I'm just trying to.
I mean, it's
I'm
like
trying to make a point.
It's like it's literally just about like colonialism and humans like taking resources from whatever they want because they think they have like all this power. They're like, it doesn't matter. Like the whales, the python, they have like their like brain juice can like slow aging. And so they're like,
but they look different, even though they're conscious, but they look different. So the humans are like, yeah, you know what? Let's kill 'em.
They're like, let's just kill them. They have like, there's a resource in that whale that is sacred to this planet, but I don't care because
is it called brainium.
No, it's called unobranium. It's called anti-aging juice. I don't know.
Well, no. My point is that like, you know, they are spending billions of dollars to create these movies with their, you know, rendering technologies. And I don't see how this is any different from, you know, the AI companies using all of the water, bro. Like, what happened to happened to being woke and protecting the environment, dude?
I kind of see your point a little bit.
Wait, what? What's your point?
He's saying that like if the thesis of the movie, maybe not the thesis, like one of the morals is don't just take things for gain, right?
Right.
So where's all this energy for processing power coming from to do this rendering technology? Like where's all this coming from? Someone is directly probably getting hurt from the making of this movie. But we were talking about this yesterday on Instagram. Someone's going to get hurt no matter what we do as humans.
Yeah.
But Phil's point is like wherever they're rendering this movie, that community's energy prices are probably going up. And so it's a little bit hypocritical, but I don't think that's a good point.
That's not, you can't use that as a point for like, oh, there's a lot of energy and stuff that goes into, they're making a movie.
Right.
Right.
Just so you can see the pretty colors and get your dopamine. Right?
It's incredible. Dude, James Cameron uses technology that has never been used, like made
Takes
before.
advantage of our caveman brain to make us go.
You guys
and
don't
pay
get it.
money.
You don't
get a
get it, bro.
dopamine hit.
I'm going to be a little nicer than you guys are being, because Liam, I do understand your point, and I always like to use the analogy of like when people say that a movie is beautifully shot and the acting is great or whatever, and oh my gosh, brother, you're gonna have a stack so high of clothes. Anyway, when people are like, the movie's beautifully shot and whatever, but the writing sucks and the story is boring, I'm always like, okay, I don't really care. It's still a bad movie. And I always use the analogy, you can have paint drying on a wall and have it beautifully shot, and people are going to be like, oh, it's such a great movie. No, you're watching paint drying on a wall. This is that. My favorite color is purple. If that was purple paint drying on a wall, beautifully shot, I still wouldn't think it's a good movie. Now, if they created a new technology to capture paint drying on a wall, really good. Best director, maybe. Best picture, no. It's not best picture. And that's kind of where I'm at. But I do understand your point. Like, some people do get enjoyment just from like enjoying what goes into making a movie. And I do to an extent as well. But at the end of the day, if the product is something that I just don't really enjoy watching, I mean, I watched it with Connor. Halfway through, I leaned over. We said this on an episode before. Halfway through, I leaned over and I go, I can't believe we have to deal with this for another hour and a half. We almost walked out.
I leaned over and was like, if you leave, I will.
Yeah, we almost walked out.
You guys are terrible.
But then there was that scene with like the tank where Jake was like hiding under the tank. We're like, this is sick.
Dude, it's awesome. It's so awesome.
So that was the one thing that I wanted to say about like, I understand that you get enjoyment from that. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't. And I don't think that should be the standard of getting enjoyment from a movie. It's kind of like the difference between like F1 and NASCAR in a way. Like, people who like NASCAR, like they like the sport of it, they like the story of it, they like everything that goes into it, like even the politics of it. People who like F1 are like, this engineering is really cool. And I get that. I get that there's a market for F1.
NASCAR the movie.
Yeah.
Starring Brad.
And then I had another point, but I forgot it. So
yeah, I don't know. I just think that like, I really don't think the story is really all that simple. I think there's a lot of like profound like layers to this.
Oh, I'm not saying it's simple.
Yeah. Well,
just
that's
boring.
just like most people's. I don't think it's boring.
I think I would absolutely watch the shit out of a nature documentary set on Pandora. If you just take the humans out, take Jake Sully out,
Jake.
I would watch it so much, but I can't rate what is essentially to me a glorified screensaver for any more than like 2.5 stars.
That's crazy.
Can we talk about the 3D?
Yeah, we can talk about the 3D.
I didn't like.
Should we? Okay. These movies are made for 3D.
Right.
And it just didn't look good on 3D. That was my biggest criticism for the third one, is that everyone's like, okay, even if it's boring, it's at least pretty. Like, when I say that I'm not really interested, they're like, at least it's pretty. I thought it looked horrible. I thought we watched it in Dolby, didn't we?
Yeah, and that was partially the fault of the frame rate switching.
Wait, did we watch it in Dolby?
We watched it in Dolby 3D.
Dolby 3D. And like the frame rate switching was awful. It looked like a Fortnite cutscene every time it went into 60 FPS or 55 or whatever the fart. And then I thought that looked horrible. And then the CGI, it just really looked so animated.
I know.
It looked so bad to me. It really looked like a Fortnite cutscene.
They pumped up the FPS for all the smooching scenes. Those were crystal clear.
Crystal clear. And that was another reason why I didn't want to rate it, because I didn't know if that was the fault of the 3D or not. But if it's made for 3D, then maybe that should be the only way we're rating it, is by watching it in 3D. And some of the framing I thought was really weird. Like there were moments where one guy who was supposed to be standing in front of someone else looked tiny compared, like everything looked so weird to me and gooey.
Can I ask a question?
Please.
Why is this movie the only movie that's been made in 3D in the past almost 15 years?
Because 3D sucks.
In 2013.
Yeah, because 3D sucks.
Remember when we had 3D
I don't think
TVs?
that's the only one. My mom is calling me.
Oh,
Not
you
gonna
want to pick it
Remember
up?
that?
Well, remember
We
what?
had 3D TVs.
Yes.
Like, that was crazy.
Dude, I got a copy of Shark Boy and Lava Girl from the library that had 3D glasses in the case.
Whoa.
In the DVD case. Like that was like, it used to be sick.
You could probably sell that for like $500 now.
I mean, it was from the library. I don't have it.
But like if you did own it, I'm just saying. But yeah, I mean, I think we all agreed that 3D was just never going to happen.
Yeah.
I liked this movie in 3D. Also, Tron Ares was 3D. Mad Max was 3D.
Oh, good, good.
The
I'm glad
Martian
that.
was 3D.
Oh, The Martian, really? The Martian was made for 3D?
Gravity was 3D.
Gravity was 3D. There's
I
a lot of
liked
3D
Tron
movies that
Ares.
have been. 2049 was 3D. Fantastic Beasts 3D.
You just named a bunch of garbage movies and The Martian.
Hey, Tron Ares was okay.
I didn't watch Tron Ares.
It's Jared Leto's best performance.
No, he was in Fight Club.
Uh-huh.
Shut up. Everything in Fight Club is perfect.
Can we talk about in the movie? Can we talk about what did you guys think of Kiri, the mini Sigourney Weaver character?
So uncanny and creepy.
I love her.
Her voice, every time she talks, I'm like, ooh, I don't like it.
Really?
And then she kisses the boy, and I'm like, oh, I don't like it even
See,
more.
my thing with the whole like frame rate changing and all that shit, and I've mentioned this before, I just can't tell. I don't know. Like in the 3D, I know some people have an issue with 3D. I'm fine with it. I put the glasses on and they just don't bother me.
Oh, mine fall off every time.
I mean, mine were kind of falling, but I was kind of like, I was doing like propping them up a little bit. But they didn't, I don't know. Like I just dig it. Like I feel like I'm in the movie and I think it's awesome. And I think it looks great. Like genuinely, it's how I felt watching Dawn and War for the Planet of the Apes. Because I can't believe those aren't real monkeys that are in the CGI is so fucking good. It like actually blows my mind. And when I'm watching this, like genuinely, I think it, and I can't even tell when they're changing frame rates. People are like, oh my gosh, the motion, blah, blah, blah. I like, how do you even notice that? I don't even know it. I'm just like watching the movie and I'm like enthralled.
That's a great point. Because like,
Lean
you
into
know
it,
my
Phil.
opinion. You know my opinion on the Planet of the Apes movies, right?
Right.
Right. Like, and they're like, I'm kind of halfway there on those.
Yeah.
Like that.
I didn't know
has
that, but I'm saying
you,
yes.
you know that.
Okay, and I know that.
Like we've tried to watch Planet of the Apes at the house, and I've always been like,
Yeah.
My point is that those two movies are great to put next to each other as like this is how it goes well with good writing, Planet of the Apes,
Right.
and this is how it goes not so well with Avatar, right? There's a middle ground here, and I think these movies should be more Planet of the Apesy versus Avatar-y,
I want to speak to the frame rate thing, if that's okay.
Speak to it. Speak.
I'm surprised that you don't notice it, because it's something like if you take bass out of a song, like you don't really notice it unless it's like nasty licks.
Yeah.
You just feel it. And I don't know if you've ever seen, like, people have proven why 24 is cinematic and why like 50 and 60 suck, that you can watch so many like clips of movies, like action movies usually, where there's a lot of motion going on. And one that really sticks out to me is like there's a scene from Avengers Endgame that someone like did 60 versus 24, and the 60 just looks so fake, so incredibly fake. And really any action, fast moving thing at 60 is going to look really fake. And so that's just how it felt for me when I was seeing the frame rate. And I don't think I was able to like really know for sure, because there were moments where I leaned over to Connor and I was like, are they changing the frame rate? So I didn't know for sure. I just knew that it looked horrible. And I was like, I think that it's the frame rate because it looks gooey.
Maybe I just like it.
Maybe.
Like
most
maybe
people
I just
don't
like it when they change the frame rate, because I just think the movie looks incredible. And I also just like, I think I just like weird sci-fi shit. And I think there's like I feel like there's a group of people that like just turn it off because they're like, oh, the blue people, the random weird, like, why would I want to watch that? Like, it is kind of, when you think about it, it's really odd that these movies gross so much like money. Like it's crazy that Avatar is one of the highest grossing movies ever. Like it is just a random movie to be like that. But I don't know, I just like it. And like whoops. And when they dig deeper into the lore and stuff, it's just awesome. Like I really love Kiri's character. I think she is so fucking cool. And like her connection to like Mother and like the way that like Ewa. So awesome. And when she goes into that, like, when she goes underwater to connect and she goes into that, like, dream world and, like, there's just, like, a light that's, like, blinding her and she's, like, trying to move toward it. Like, that shit is just so cool to me. And when we get to the point when, guys, by the way, spoilers.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
But when we get to, like, she goes back into the dream sequence and she's, like, asking Mother for help because they're all just like fucking dying. And Spider goes in there with her. And what's the little baby
The
one?
dumb babby. I don't know.
I love her. She's like also one of my favorites.
I do like the baby.
But they all go into this dream world to help her. And we get to see Mother. And it's just like this floating head that like turns over slowly and looks at him. It was like it was like the end of 2001 with like the baby. I was like, bro, what is that? I started like floating in my seat. I thought it was awesome.
The head is also eerily human.
Yeah. I don't know.
What's that about?
Oh yeah,
What's all that about?
You asked the question, how do we feel about Kiri? And then we never really talked about it. I thought that was a really bad plot point to make her kiss Spider. I thought that was horrible and
I thought that was kind of
forced.
silly.
Silly monkey boy.
I thought it was more than silly. I thought it was like, the implication is like really weird. It like perpetuates like this whole like, you know, like porn brain. Everyone who's like addicted to porn is like sibling, like incest is hot type of thing. I feel like it kind of perpetuates that a little bit.
Maybe.
Adopted.
It's even more of
Maybe you guys are
bestiality,
just
if you
weird.
will.
Yeah, bestiality too. It's incest bestiality. How did James Cameron manage to perpetuate both incest and bestiality?
It's not incest.
They are adopted siblings,
They're
basically.
literally step siblings.
Not step, adopted.
Spider's just like with them.
Are they step?
They're just-
adopted kid.
Half.
They call him family multiple times in the movie. Like that
Yeah,
is the
but-
whole plot of the movie, is that he is like leaving and they're like, no, that's our family.
I get your point, but it doesn't really bother me. I do agree. I'm like, why do you have to have like this thing with Spider? I think maybe it's just showing that they're very close. Like they will do. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I like the part where Hamnet
kissed.
kissed William Shakespeare to show that they're really close.
Okay, that's different.
It's
That's
not,
a father
though.
and a son.
It's family. All right, never mind. Sorry, I'm getting worked up.
You're getting worked up. Bro.
Getting worked up. I'm done talking about this movie. I'll let you guys go. I'll let you guys have the rest. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not done. There were some things that I liked. I'm not only negative. Like, if I felt like I could rate it, I'd probably give it 2 stars, not a half star, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I love Neytiri. I love Varang. Every time they introduce a new thing on this planet, I'm like, give it 4 hours. Make these movies longer. I want to sit because it's like an event when it happens. And like, we're at the point with Avatar that it's like the people that dig it just dig it. Like you're either on the train or you're not. Like the 4th Avatar isn't going to win people over. Like people, you guys can probably anticipate it's going to be more of Jake Sully's family trying to combat Korich. Varang is going to come back, you know. Varang dies at the end.
I think Quaritch is going to be a little turncoat. enjoying.
And he might.
be.
And I liked the relationship between Quaritch and Jake Sully in this one.
I also agree. I like Quaritch a lot.
Yeah. I think Quaritch is cool. I'm not fully on board with his whole thing. I can't believe there's one more. Is there another one?
Is it a different color too?
Oh
Sure is.
my gosh. Phil is taking off like his 20th t-shirt.
Audio listeners, we love you to death.
Yeah, thank you, audio listeners.
I have a point. With all of this, I have a point.
Oh.
Oh yeah, what's your point, Phil?
My point is that just because there's a lot of colors doesn't mean it's good.
You're a damn fool.
That was awesome. This was all staged.
All a bit.
Wow.
I have not seen this movie. I just know that I would hate it
Yeah.
on principle.
Yeah, and see, that's my
okay.
point. Is like you don't dig Avatar, you know.
And I thought that was the perfect
You guys ever
time
heard
to do
about
that.
opinions? I like how we always get to like a point in the show where we're just like, yeah, we all just have different opinions on something.
No, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. Is like, I still love you as my friend.
You look like John
And
Lennon, right?
and I
now.
love that you love this movie, and I love that the passion you have for it kind of almost makes me want to watch this movie.
They're
and
just
that's the
so
important
they're just
part.
awesome.
That's the important
They
part.
just look incredible. I just love that anytime, and I'm not like a big rewatcher of these. I've rewatched 1 and 2 for this movie, but like I'm not gonna. I don't, because they are big and they're long and they have like this. I don't know. I'm not just gonna turn it on. But there was like this weird phenomenon with the first movie that was just like it was always on everywhere. Like everyone was just watching Avatar.
Everywhere all at once.
But yeah,
Why don't we talk about why I think James Cameron is a jerk, and then you talk about your sweatshirt, and then we give our ratings, and then we move on to our
Okay.
blog. Every time anyone criticizes James Cameron's work, his response is, "Well, I have money," and I don't like that.
okay.
That's mean. That's mean and childish, and yeah,
I'm looking up is James Cameron mean?
he's probably a swell guy. Actually, he like seems very kind in every interview, but he does not take criticism very well. It seems like when Neil deGrasse Tyson said that thing about the stars in Titanic. You guys know about this?
I know about this.
Do you know about this, Corndwag? Do you know about this?
What?
The stars in Titanic were wrong, like based on when it was and where it was. Like the stars were not correct. I know, stupid criticism, but Neil deGrasse Tyson was like, "Hey, fix it," or whatever.
The stars.
And he was like, "My billions of dollars don't seem to care about your stars." And then like same thing.
Dude, I would say that too.
No,
I
but
would
wait-
say that to Neil deGrasse Tyson.
yeah,
He's
maybe
also
to Neil
a
deGrasse Tyson, but
fool.
then the frame rate thing, which is a common criticism, like someone asked him about that, it feels weird and forced, and he's like, "Yeah, but the billions of dollars that I've made don't care about the frame rate." It's like, dude, like, I don't know, that feels childish to me. I don't like that. Anyway, sweatshirt.
Whatever. Yeah, this is my Titanic sweatshirt. But it was a misprint. It says Kate Bimslet and Leonardo DiCaprio. You can't really tell, but it's really awesome.
Thank you for
I don't know. I would,
do like
if I made billions of dollars and fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson was just like, he's like, the stars are they're actually in the wrong place. If based on in 1910, but I'd be like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Okay,
I don't
no,
care.
I would too with that one specifically, but the reason why I brought it up is like this is a consistent response to criticism that he has.
Right.
You could say the same thing about Jared Leto. Like Jared Leto makes so much money, and like if we criticize his acting and he's just like, "Well, I'm rich and you're not," like that's so annoying.
It is it's a bad response, but
It's like James Cameron's making art and deciding to share it with the world. And when people are like, "Hey, I like it. Why did you make this choice?" And he's like, "Man, fuck you."
I watched an interview and he was very kind and he loves talking about Avatar.
Were they nice to him?
Yeah, they're probably meat
Yeah.
writing.
Yeah, they were just like asking him questions about the movie, and he just like goes super in depth about like his thought process.
It's criticism that he doesn't like.
Right.
He turns into a 3-year-old when he gets criticized.
Okay. Well,
I love you, James Cameron.
we love you, James.
Keep doing what you're doing as long as it's not Avatar.
Big Jim.
Well, even he's kind of done with Avatar, though. Did you see that? There was an interview where he's like, "I don't really know if I want to keep doing this."
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank you, James Cameron.
I need him. It's like Ryan Johnson, where I'm like, Ryan, I would love for you to do other stuff, but if you just keep making Knives Out movies, like you can just do that, and I'm fine with that. James, if you want to do something else, do another big sci-fi thing that's not Avatar, that'd be cool. But if you want to just keep making Avatar for me, I'll be the one. I'll get it to $1 billion.
Just alone.
I'll go see that movie.
All 59 subscribers you have influence over will go see it.
Any other final thoughts, or can we get into our ratings?
Let's get into our ratings.
I already said mine, but
Right.
I still feel like it's not a fair rating because there's a very legitimate chance that I watch the first two and then I come back and I'm like, this movie's awesome. So
I think you might. When I rewatched the first one for this one, there's a little bit of the CGI where I'm like, oh no, I'm getting a call from Maria. That's so sweet. There are bits where I'm like, okay, it looks incredible. It looks absolutely astonishing. But there's some spots that look a little rough. I'm like, that's, it's 2009. But obviously it looks great for being 2009.
sure, yeah.
But the Way of Water comes around and it blows my socks off.
I don't know. There's that train crash in the beginning of Way of Water, and it looks like a PS3 cutscene.
A train crash in the beginning of
Yeah, they're robbing a train, and it looks terrible.
in the beginning of Way of Water?
Yeah, you forgot it because it looks bad.
They're robbing a train in the beginning of Way of Water.
Yeah, they're trying to get supplies from the humans. So they rob a train, and it looks bad. The
Oh.
train looks terrible.
Interesting. I just watched that one. I don't even remember that.
watched
I think it looks like it's absolutely breathtaking. I think it looks incredible. Whoa.
You guys hear that too?
It's like digital.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then I think the same thing with Avatar 3. But like I was saying, you're either on board or you're not. I think all these movies are just made for the people that like really fucking love Avatar. And I like weird sci-fi stuff. I loved seeing The Mother. I thought that was cool. I love everything they're doing with Kiri. She's like a magician. I love her. She's so fucking cool. And I hope we get an Avatar 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 6, 7.
So Fast and Furious type of deal, just all of them.
Just give it to me.
2 Ava, 2
I want to be 80 years old watching like the 11th Avatar movie. I'm at 5 stars.
5 bags from Liam.
All of these movies are 5 stars for me. I love them.
Phil, having not seen it,
Easily 1
5
because I could
stars.
watch through it and I could watch it. And I would probably hate my life. I would probably need an intermission, which some movies do need intermissions, and we should bring them back.
Brutalist. Oh my gosh.
Brutalist, I haven't seen it yet. I was thinking about maybe watching it the other day,
You might not like Brutalist.
but I like Adrian Brody.
We have to watch a Brutalist because they're knocking down Crosley Tower.
We do,
Yeah.
dude. My favorite. My favorite. No, but they actually got a bid for it. Scance is going to do it.
Actually, I want to say something about Brutalist while we're at it.
But Thomas, you're rating.
But we're already talking about Brutalist.
Rating.
I just wanted to say that I
It's
really.
my time to shine.
Okay.
No, go ahead. Anyway, for Avatar, like it's so pretty, but I think it's held back by characters I just don't care about, like Spider and honestly Neytiri. The only character I really like is Jake Sully and Miles Quaritch.
Neytiri.
Yeah, dude, she's just annoying to me.
Wow.
I'm gonna be honest. But
I'm done.
I'm stuck at maybe like 2.5.
I already said 2 on my having not seen the other ones. Brutalist. You guys should watch Brutalist. It's really cool.
Okay.
I don't want to give up my whole afternoon.
You get to see Adrian's Brody though.
Is that what you wanted to say?
I'd watch it this afternoon.
No,
I just need to do my laundry.
I'm watching Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone, and Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets.
We can turn
today.
it on.
No, let's do it.
No, without me, it's fine. It's fine. Golly, this is
Well, we're gonna go see No Other Choice tonight.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys have seen No Other Choice?
Yeah, I'm triple featuring
It's fun.
tonight.
Who are you watching Harry Potter with?
High school friends.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah. I'm very excited.
Is the one you? Is there?
All right. So we're gonna talk about Iron Lung now. Should we move on?
Oh, we want to just make this one episode?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do that.
Unless you want to shoot 3 episodes today.
No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting that. That's like the 4th time that I've thought we're breaking up into 3.
I really think that we can kind of blaze through Iron Lung
Yeah.
because I really don't have much to say about it. But Phil, are you gonna stick around for Iron Lung?
I mean, I'm on the couch.
Might as well, bro.
Yeah, might as well. So Iron Lung is the new Markiplier movie, directed by Markiplier, starring Markiplier. Passion project. He's been working on it for 5 years. The reason why he wasn't in Five Nights at Freddy's was because he was working on Iron Lung.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
I actually really like those songs.
You know
I
that?
won't even
You
lie.
know that video of Jack Black? It's like the old like fine. Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
And then it just goes again.
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Anyway.
So Iron Lung is based off of the game Iron Lung.
Markiplier.
The game is basically, it's what, 45 minutes, right?
It's around
of
that.
gameplay. You're on a little submarine called the Iron Lung. That is the name of the submarine, right? Yeah, that's why it's called the Iron Lung. And you're in a moon or a planet that's just a sea of blood, and you're trying to explore it. And that's pretty much it. I never played the game or watched a walkthrough, so please, like, let me know if I'm missing anything.
There's like
Nor have I.
a small lore drop at the beginning where like stars are going out. The universe is going black.
Yeah.
It's called the Quiet Rapture, but there's just this one moon with a sea of blood. And so they send a convict. I guess I'm just doing a synopsis at this.
Sure. Yeah.
They send a convict down in a submarine to scan the floor for, I guess, information and like points of interest. Everyone has immediately got on their technology.
I'm just trying to find the thing.
I'm looking it up on Letterboxd.
Just specifically the game because they can synopsize the movie better. But it's just basically like 45 minutes of trying to maneuver in this tight, uncomfortable submarine, taking pictures and trying to piece together what's happening. And then you get jump scared by a big fish. That's it. That's the whole game.
Yeah, I could kind of tell that it was just like one of those kind of games.
Yeah, I feel like the movie really paid homage to the game in about 10 minutes. I was like, oh, so where's the rest of the plot? What's this going to be about?
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much that happened, but I don't know any of it. You want to go? You want to take a stab at it?
Yeah, I mean that about covers it. I think. The whole thing. It's very cool. I think the concept is very cool. Like the way that the whole movie, for the most part, just takes place in the sub.
Yeah,
and
that's great.
It's just Markiplier, like losing his mind in this sub. So I think it was very cool. There's like a name for that kind of horror, like Eldritch.
Yeah, Eldritch horror.
Eldritch horror. Yeah, and
Ye old Lovecraft.
yeah.
I've read a lot of Lovecraft, and it's actually super awesome.
Yeah, well, I mean, like the kind of the existentialism type of thing, in a way.
Where there is a overarching, like, there is this massive monster that is just outside of comprehension.
Yeah.
And watching what it does to people trying to wrap their minds around it, which that's a lot of how actually H.P. Lovecraft tried to deal with his own like mortality, basically. It's really cool.
And the kind of the existential, like, and it's a very cool concept, but I think if you're going to take a stab at that kind of horror, like, you got to do it really, really well. So I feel like that can lead us into our thumbs for this one.
Right. We're at a 3.3 av.
3.3.
3.3 average.
Wow. Okay. You guys ready? Don't forget to say it out loud.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Lower.
Lower as well.
All of us unanimously lower.
Not much lower.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good synopsis for the movie, too. He's like, Markiplier they call him Convict. His name is Simon. Later revealed in the movie. But yeah, he's like, we assume that he's like paying a debt to something. He's like a prisoner for whatever, and they're sending him down in this submarine called the Iron Lung, underneath this ocean of blood. To his submarine has the little camera thing that takes pictures, and they're just kind of like they're finding shit. They're finding stuff down there, but it's like it's really dangerous, obviously. So they send him down there to do it, and he discovers more stuff than he anticipated, and then there's like this. I don't know. That's pretty much a whole movie.
I'm gonna, for the rest of today, or the rest of this review conversation, I'm gonna be Chris Stuckman for this. I will not be saying anything negative. I love Markiplier. I'm so proud of him for doing this. I'm glad he was able to do this, and I want him to keep doing things that he's passionate about. So I will not be sharing anything negative.
Okay.
I don't think it's wrong to share anything negative as long as it comes from a spot where we're not like shitting on, James Cameron for being like, meh. If it's like Markiplier, you did a great job making, directing, writing, producing, but there's room to grow.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say most of those things.
Really? Why wouldn't you say them?
I really loved a lot about this movie.
Really?
Does this sort of come back to the thing of like, you're like, oh, it's a YouTuber movie, so it's good, but you're like, that doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah, kind of. For it being self-funded, and did he write it too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Brian Szymanski, I think.
Yeah, written, directed, and
David,
starring him. For the cards that were dealt, very good. But again, I always say this, like, I don't care what cards were dealt. I'm going to rate a movie based on how good the movie is. I don't care if your budget is $10. If it looks like a $10 movie, I'm going to rate it half star. Even if you stretch that $10 like really, really impressively. And yeah, I have way too much respect for Markiplier. I think he's a very good person as well, from what I can tell. Cincinnati local.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
shout out.
Yeah, shout out. And watching that video of him like crying, like seeing all these theaters that are selling tickets like crazy. Like, I'm not going to share anything negative. This is my
okay.
Chris Stuckman movie.
Honestly, there is not a lot of like negative stuff about this movie in my opinion.
Oh, there's a ton, but I'm not going to share them.
Right. I mean, there's a ton, but they're just like big things. But it's just like a couple, like, maybe not big things. Maybe I should say there's a couple little things that are just like he was doing it for his first time. I do like positive things. It looks incredible. The movie looks really, really good.
Yeah, can I mention the DP? Because I did a little
Yeah.
bit of research on him, director of photography, for those of you who don't know. Because I did a little research. After the movie, we were talking about how it looked so good. And there were a lot
Philip Roy.
Yeah, this dude has no real movie credits. Like, this is just like a friend of Markiplier's, basically. Mm-hmm. His other credits, you might have it up right now, where it's like, movie number 1 is like going to space with Markiplier or something. And then movie 2 is going to space with Markiplier part 2. Like, this is what he's working on.
From YouTube Red.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, just like YouTube Red stuff. And I thought that I want to see this guy in a real feature film, because there were some really, really, really cool effects that he was able to accomplish with his camera, and a lot of it was practical. Like the sub going into the ocean of blood, practical.
So sick.
Really, really cool.
The whole rig is practical.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like stuff that they did with the camera where a lot of times it kind of looked like a security footage from the ship, or like from the perspective of the intercom that he was talking to the like home base from. Mm-hmm. Really, really cool stuff. Really cool stuff with like when he started to break down and like lose his mind a little bit. Some ways that they really made me feel a lot of suspense when we first saw like this creature that he was imagining. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, the whole time the camera work made me think like, this guy's just going to appear behind him. Yeah. But it was all a red herring. And I thought that was really clever.
Yeah. There is like, I would say for like 80% of the movie, the cinematography looks really good and it stays interesting enough, even though we're in a very small submarine the entire time. Yeah. And I think that is a very difficult thing to pull off, because there's really not much in the environment, and we're in there for 2 hours, and so for them to be able to make it look really cool and interesting pretty much the whole time is very impressive. Mm-hmm. And I thought that, like, literally, like, yeah, I leaned over to Forrest, and you were sitting next to me, right? During the first like 20 minutes. By the way, we took up all of row C.
We did.
There was like
awesome.
11 of us watching this movie. It was fun. But yeah, for the first like 20 minutes, like I just mentioned with Avatar, I like sci-fi weird stuff that's just like different. You know, I like going into like another world. And when it opens up with this, I don't know who was talking. I don't know if that was Markiplier talking, this narration going on, talking about the quiet rapture and whatnot.
I think it was Jacksepticeye.
Was it really?
He's credited in this movie, and I think it might have been him.
But
you don't know?
sorry.
Top of the morning to you.
I was
laddies.
we were like YouTube losers
Yeah.
growing up, and he was
No,
a
I
very
wasn't.
like,
Yeah, I was cool.
What were you like going outside?
Yeah. But
Chill.
I was watching movies. I was watching Spider-Man, dude. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the narration is cool. And like when we're like watching, again, really cool cinematography of like the chain in the submarine slowly being lowered into this ocean of blood, and it like gets, it was so awesome. And like the narration was so cool, and it was like explaining all this. And I was like, holy shit, this is fucking cool. And then we get inside the submarine, and like for the first like 20 minutes, I leaned over and I was like, dude, this is going to be way better than Shelby Oaks. Not that I was trying to compare the two movies, but just, the YouTuber that loves making movies finally gets to make their first movie. And I was thinking about, I was like, man, this is really good. But it kind of had the Shelby Oaks effect a little bit.
Yeah.
It's really front loaded with a lot of awesome stuff. But then and I really like the camera thing too. Like that's his only source of light at some
Yes.
times. And it like flashes this like radiation, and then it like stays on for a moment, and then the picture dies down. So he has to keep taking pictures in order to see around him. But it definitely felt like video gamey because it is based off of a video game. But I did get, maybe after like 30 minutes, I started kind of being like, oh, we're not going to get much else. Mm-hmm. We're not going to learn much else about the environment. And it started to get like pretty monotonous. And I thought Markiplier was pretty good. I don't think he was really that good. I think he would have been great if his character didn't talk. Not really at all, but if he just didn't talk much, because he doesn't. I mean, I don't know. He just wasn't a great actor, and at least the way that he wrote it, I think he was asking a lot of himself with his like emotions. He really does just like yell a lot. Like he just yells a lot in the movie, and it's pretty much it. And when he tries to get quiet, it's kind of like he's like fake crying. He's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Liam, you and I have talked about this ad nauseum, I feel like, at this point, about how screaming is not acting.
Yeah.
Like, I understand there's a place for it.
Yeah.
In a lot of films, like, you have to sometimes, but that is not impressive. Anyone off the street can act angry if you're yelling, and that is just not that impressive. Hey, I abandoned my child. That's like, okay.
I've abandoned my boy.
my boy.
This is my son, H.W. We are buying this plot of land.
But yeah, every time he wasn't screaming, it did feel not great.
Yeah.
There was one moment that I was actually impressed with his acting, and it was I think it was near the beginning when they first said that they were going to cut the line from the Iron Lung, when he was just experiencing a ton of fear, and there was a lot of like subtle things that he was doing with his face that I really appreciated. Like, I don't know if he was trying to do like a cry. If he was, it wasn't good. But if he was just like, I'm done, my life is over, and just like kind of processing that, there were like some twitches in his face, and I was like, okay, this is good. Like he's actually doing something. Yeah. That was the only time in the movie I was like, this is impressive.
Yeah, I just don't think he knew how to like deliver the dialogue very well. And it's just like, I mean, if you're not an actor, it's just maybe you see the dudes yelling, you see Daniel Day-Lewis abandoning his boy, and you're like, oh, I just need to get really worked up, and if I shout, like it's like a mask for. But I don't know. He was just yelling a lot in this movie. Like my review is just Markiplier yelling in a submarine for 2 hours. So that wasn't very. I think just as it went on, I was just like, okay, and some like. I don't know, some of the ways that the story went, and I've heard that like you said, the game is only like 45 minutes. So I think he expanded a lot on, I don't know, but maybe I just didn't like the way he expanded it. Because I thought that the setup and everything was awesome.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, I agree with you guys' acting takes and the cinematography being great. But from what I remember, there's like the one detail that they kept from the game is the terminal in the background where he goes over, finds the message, here's the audio message, and you get this like nugget and implication that the world is so much bigger than the submarine. And I want to know more about that. But instead, he chose to expand on Simon.
Yeah.
which is the one part of the game that I had no questions on.
Yeah.
I wanted to know more about the Blood Ocean, the Quiet Rapture, Eden, all of the different factions. And we don't really get answers on that. We just get to know more about Simon. And it's like, this is not 2 hours worth of content that I find interesting.
I wish we could have seen more of like the weird creatures.
I agree.
Because like the only time we really see it is like sometimes he gets a picture of one and it's kind of like this black and white. I really loved the way the pictures looked. All the way the way that camera worked was really cool. But you don't really get to see much. I think there's like that one scene where there's like an eyeball in front of his thing.
Yeah.
But I would have really liked to see more of like
later.
Yeah, he does get out of the submarine at that one point in a dream sequence, right?
As he was going into
Was that
madness,
in his head and he's like emerging from the blood? That was fucking awesome.
Very similar scene to Avatar Fire and Ash
Right. Dude, you know what I liked about Fire and Ash?
that we just talked about it for
The
like
drugs.
the
That
drugs.
drug sequence when she's like controlling people by like having them
yeah.
like snort some weird shit. They start hallucinating. They're like on the ground and she's like dancing with them. I was like, dude, I want to go party over there. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. It just like it became very monotonous throughout the movie. I wish we could have like I mean, I was like, is there a way for him to even leave the submarine? Like, obviously, he's like underneath an ocean of blood. Like, that's not. But I was like, I really want him to grab like an oxygen tank or something and leave. Because I wanted to just see more of like I wanted to see more of the ocean. I wanted to know more about like these creatures and whatnot.
There were some interesting threads, like him finding the other submarine in the ocean is such a cool lead that only leads into the fish god. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, man. That was really weird and I think didn't make the movie better. But if he was like, oh, there are other submarines down here. You said I was the first. What's the actual truth here? And I think there's a way to go around the like Eldritch Cthulhu fish god and just have it be more of the game of like going from location to location, but delving deeper into the world and his connection to it, as opposed to introducing the whole new element that is not present in the game. And I think that would just make for a more, I mean, by the end of it, all of us were like, what's happening? What's even happening? Like the movie ended and we all looked at each other like, what?
Yeah.
And not in a good way. Because like it's something like Inception, you can be like, what? Whoa. You know? But this was just like, huh? Felt very sloppy.
Oh, that's what we watched. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Sorry. We watched Tenet last night.
I even talked about that with my roommate, Gavin. I was like, the whole question of like what did happen and didn't happen, because there's like a whole scene where he goes off the deep end and then pukes blood and it comes back to reality. And it's like, oh, did none of that happen? But his map is still there. It's still fully explored. And it's like, did all of it happen? But I'm not asking that question in a fun way. It's like continuity.
Right. Yeah.
There was a lot of well, I liked the stuff of him figuring out how to navigate. That was cool. And he starts writing out and like making the map. But then there was just a lot of that. Like the cinematography is great, but there were like long stretches of him just like talking to the speaker and it's just kind of cutting back and forth and it's just like a shot of a speaker and a shot of him and a shot of a speaker. And because they can't really do that much in the space that they're. So I think like if we explored a little bit more of the world and less about Simon, because I agree, I didn't really care about Simon. Like I got that he was a prisoner. I wanted less dialogue from him. I would have liked to see more of like the twitch or just like more of a physical performance and maybe just have like, I don't know, make the movie like 90 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, there was just like a lot that I think he was trying to cram in as maybe more of like a character study or something. And I just don't think that's what was right.
For a movie that doesn't deserve a character study. You know, like you said, like that was the one thing that you didn't have any questions of. And I didn't care either. I didn't care about his background. I didn't care about why he was there. If you're going to do like the Eldritch, is that how you pronounce it? Eldritch? Yeah. Mm-hmm. If you're going to do that, don't answer these questions that are irrelevant. Mm-hmm. Honestly, don't answer most questions. But the fact that we were getting like a taste of an answer and it's like, I think I understand this. Like, I'd rather it be completely unseen.
Yeah.
I really, really, really loved the first 30 minutes of the movie. I thought it was really cool. And to speak on like your thing with the cinematography of like him speaking to the speaker and then back to him and the speaker and back to him. At the very beginning, opening credits, I was getting so pumped up because it was a bunch of B-roll The whole thing was B-roll, and you could just hear him talking, and you hear this really like analog voice, like, "Well, we're gonna go to the descent. You're going down. Don't go into red." And he's like, "Well, I'm in the red already."
Yeah.
And like, but during all this, there's B-roll happening, and I thought we could have done that a lot more. And then like, so that would have been great. And then when the creature or whatever first grabs onto the ship and starts attacking and he's shaking around, I was horrified because I have no idea what that is. We're just in this ship and it's goo, 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 goo. Like, that is done so well. And then again, Shelby Oaks happened where it's just like, you set up so much awesome stuff, so much creative stuff, and then just kind of give up and just want to finish the movie after that. But that's all I have to say. That's really all I have to say about this movie.
Yeah, I don't have. Is there anything else that you want to talk about?
I don't know if there's a ton of stuff. Like, the one other thing that like was set up so well, but I think went nowhere, was like his almost schizophrenia of like just seeing shadow people just like run around the back of the submarine and like freak him out. And it's like, it happens a bunch of times, but it doesn't lead to anything.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how I would summarize the movie, is a lot happens, but it doesn't lead to anything.
Yeah.
Which could be a good thing if done better.
Yeah. But that's just novice filmmaking.
Yeah, which, not really his fault.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to see him do something again that he doesn't act in. I think it's like a similar thing with Shelby Oaks in a way, because one, Shelby Oaks is an hour and a half. I think it feels a little bit longer than that. And I think they both tried to do a little bit too much and took it in a direction that wasn't super interesting. But I don't know. Shelby Oaks kind of, there's more of like he goes out. There's like a lot of stuff going on. I would like for Chris Stuckman, I think we mentioned it on that episode, that maybe he should get a script that he doesn't write, and then he just focus on directing. I think Markiplier should. I want to see what he can do as like a writer, because I thought the writing and directing was cool. Maybe like the writing, I don't think it went in a direction that we liked, but I didn't think that it was like bad. I thought it was very interesting. Maybe get someone else to act though. I want to see what he can do as like a director, with a better script.
Yeah, I think that's a totally great. I think it'd even be good if Markiplier got more exposure to acting down the line to like almost retry, because I think Iron Lung could be such a cool and outstanding film, but suffers from being a baby step. Yeah.
Or like, have him act in something that he's not also directing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let him be like a little side character for something.
Yeah.
Which
he was supposed to be in Five Nights at Freddy's.
He was also in the series like Edge of Sleep I think it's on Amazon Prime.
Edging in my sleep.
All right, let's wrap it up because we have another episode to shoot.
Yeah.
I can be a little bit late to Harry Potter, but
we got to send help.
Yeah, we got to send help. Well, final ratings. Go down the line.
I am at 2 stars for Iron Lung.
I gave it 3.
I didn't want to do this. I don't want to have to do this.
You have to.
Just lie.
2 stars. Could be 1.5 as well.
I thought it could also be 1.5. But it's like, I didn't give it a heart because I didn't necessarily like the movie that much. But it could be a heart. Like, I don't, like we were just talking, I don't hate the movie. I just think it's very long, and I don't think I think he can do better. But he did a really great job. Like we said, it looks awesome. I loved that world. All the effects were really great. I thought it was just a very cool concept. Just kind of fizzled out.
Yeah, definitely.
You want to add anything, Philip?
I would. I do.
I would.
That Jacksepticeye guy, was that Isaac just sent that? He might be directing something. All these fucking YouTubers are just making movies.
Well,
Jacksepticeye in talks to direct a film adaptation of Cormac McCarthy's Blood.
no
Meridian.
way. You're joking.
That's true.
That's so bad.
According to
No.
@discussingfish on
There's
Twitter.
no way that as someone who has read
Oh wait, I got.
Blood Meridian,
Is it fake?
I love that book.
I guess Discussing Fish might be like a discussing film parody or something.
It might. That might be fake.
Oh, that better be fake.
It probably
I'm
is.
sorry. There needs to be like People have been trying to make that movie for like 50 years ever since it came out.
I want to share
it's
my
impossible.
Iron Lung review on Letterboxd.
Okay.
I like Mark too much to share how I felt about that. That was my review. No star ratings.
It sounds like if this wasn't somebody that you had looked up to as a child, or watched and have very fond memories of, it was almost like the way you guys described it was like watching, like a toddler do anything poorly and then be like, oh, well,
No.
I mean, but the way you guys all described the movie made me interested to maybe watch it. You know, it got me that far. You know, so I wouldn't maybe say toddler. It was more like, you know, really good athlete does subpar, and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
For me, okay, let me just break down my why 2 stars I think is appropriate, because IP, cinematography, and the first 30 minutes alone are definitely enough to get me to 1.5 stars at least. And then everything else, everything else can earn another half star. That's why I'm at 2.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where I'm at.
I think the most heartwarming thing about it for me is that like this is a movie that wouldn't have made it to theaters if not for Markiplier.
Yeah.
And so I don't think the comparison is entirely fair because it's a movie that wouldn't have gotten a chance without Markiplier being there. So it making to theaters and also making a profit before it even released technically
Yeah.
is A, a testament to his fan base, but B, like small movies can make it.
Yeah, I don't necessarily care, like, this whole, like, YouTuber thing. I don't really care where a filmmaker comes from. If a YouTuber wants to make a movie, like, whatever, who cares? But I also am kind of like, the movie wasn't that good, but it is making a lot of money, but it's because he has a lot of fans.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. But, you know, who cares?
Who
I
cares?
think, though, it's
Who
like,
gives a frick?
to me, though, it's like it's a project that had some legs to stand on. Not
Yeah.
many. It sort of lost gas, but how many projects are out there we don't get to see because they don't have a Markiplier that would be good and
Yeah.
would survive?
I'm definitely more interested in what Chris Stuckman's next movie is going to be more than
too.
Markiplier's. But, you know, jolly good job.
Yeah.
Well, especially because Stuckman and Flanagan are butt buddies.
Yeah.
I love everything that Flanagan does, dude. You know, I'm a
What was the one
believer.
movie I brought up and I said it was Flanagan? You're like, that was Flanagan?
Dude, it was like some like comedy movie or something like that. That just is not, because he was a producer, I think, for the one that you mentioned.
No, I think he was the director. I think I looked
Really?
it up on Letterboxd. Yeah.
Also, I just thought of something about Avatar.
Yeah.
Why are they getting less blue? Did you notice that?
It's just some of the, like, the water people aren't as blue as a
No. But even like the ones that are supposed to be like deep blue are like lighter blue now.
Really? Maybe it's because they're spending so much time in that water.
I guess they're losing some of their skin color.
They found out what suntan lotion is.
Right.
I do like when you can tell when, like, Jake is, like, sunburnt a little bit and he's
Yeah.
like a little more like purple.
His son is like comes back a different color.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's fun.
Oh, dude, it was The Life of Chuck.
Yeah. Life of Chuck. Yeah, it's like I think that's like a drama.
Mike Flanagan is in it.
Huh? What?
Yeah.
Really?
He's in it.
More of that. More of that, please.
What's the rainbow song?
Rainbow Connection.
Yeah. The Rainbow Connection. The dream.
Oh, yeah. No, Mike Flanagan also directed Life of Chuck. Sorry, you guys have moved on. Yeah, let's be done.
Let's be done.
Thanks for watching Retconnd podcast. Follow us on Letterboxd, Instagram. It's all in the description. Like and subscribe. We do this sometimes. We talk about movies sometimes.
Phenomena.
Look, and we're only at like an hour 20. That's great.
Yeah.
Phenomena.
We need to
Great.
keep them short, I think.
Yeah. Please, well, next week we'll be discussing, or the week prior to this, we will have already discussed Sam Raimi's new movie, Send Help. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Love you.
Shout out Betsy.
Shout out Betsy.